This is moving a little bit slower than I would want. Is this good? All right, this is good. This is good. All right, so let's work with this. I can work with this one. This is fine. Yeah, I'm here like watching some Abba and Preach videos. By the way, I love those guys. Um, like everybody else, I have things values and ideas that I have that they have, and some values are things they say that I don't agree with, which is fine. Um, but they had Lana Rhodes was talking about being a trophy wife, and then she was saying that you don't want to look good for one man. You don't want to be perfect for one man. You what you want to do is to be perfect for yourself. And I'm just like, okay, let's take that within a nutshell, right? So you don't want to be a trophy wife for one man. You want to be the trophy. I, it sounds confusing when you repeat it in a different way. That's just a trophy. You're a trophy woman, not a trophy wife. That alone, what she said, she said you want to look your best for yourself. You want to look your best for nobody else but yourself. That's fine. You can do that. You can say that. That's fair. What is not fair is to, it's like, you can't say the wife because a wife means that the function involves another party. I'm sorry, like this. You can't live for yourself and everything you do is for yourself, and then you self-serve. Everything's about yourself, and then call yourself a wife. I mean, legally you can because a woman in a marriage can do that. But if you're gonna like glamorize the term and be like this and that, I'm like, oh, you're not really a wife then. You're just a wife by papers. Like you just a Jada Pickett wife. You know what I'm saying? So like, so when she said, I was just like, okay, yeah, fine. And then she's saying to herself that, oh, your past don't matter, whatever, whatever, whatever. And I'm saying to myself, like, okay, the the reason why I was always wondering why these red pill guys will always say your past don't matters. To me, it does and it shouldn't. That's my stance. Because I always look at when I'm not sure how I feel about something. I want to say feel. I would I'll scrap that. When I'm not sure how a perceive something or what's my opinion on something, I would flip it. Okay, if I'm going to say that all cars are black, what happens if I see a white car? If a white car is black, like that's how I look at it. So if, for example, if I'm going to say, okay, a woman's past does matter, does my past matters? Does a man past matters? Because if one matters, when does the opposite does? So I'm trying to look at that. So for example, why for me personally does a woman past matters? Yes and no. Um, yes and no because it matters and it shouldn't. It shouldn't, but it does because women on by and large, all things equal, is typically like whatever happens in the past gets carried. There is not much of the past stay in the past. That's not that's not common for women. It is possible. Like I've seen some women leave some things in the past, but men are more likely to overcome and conquer and move on versus women. Like a woman who has been treated a certain way when she was young, there's always some reflection of that. There's, even if it's like very small, there is always some reflection in her current state. Like they carry baggages. Some let go, most of them. Some let go, all of them. But behavior traits are still there. That shouldn't be the case, and I don't want to believe that. That's not some, but that's just, if people say woman's past matter, I guess that has to be the lens of looking at it. Because what happens if a woman changes her life? When, all right, say for she's sleeping around a lot of women, lot of men, and then she's like, okay, I don't like that lifestyle. Let's stop. I will do whatever it takes to become a better woman. I'm going to go to the extreme. Is there no hope? I think everybody deserves a second chance, man or woman. But in that scenario, is there hope? To be honest with you, one of the reasons why guys don't like women who sleeps around a lot of guys is the baggage it carries, not the physical, not the biology aspect, because that does play a part in it, of course. That's also important, but that's not the only factor why guys don't like women who sleeps around. It's also the emotional baggage. Because you do get attached. Typically, women are more likely to get attached. Their feelings, attachment during sex. That's more likely to happen to a woman than a man. So it's like, well, you are. So when I hear that now, and a woman sleeps around a lot, and she's like, "Oh, I want to change my life. I want to be like this born again virgin or whatever they say," I'm like, okay. So the reasons why um that doesn't really work is because, one, that means you can attach yourself to a man and detach quickly. That's a problem. There's nothing that is set in stone. Nothing is like guaranteed. So I'm not giving facts. I'm just giving likely outcomes, possible outcomes. So what? When a woman sleeps with a lot of men and she's like, okay, born again virgin lifestyle, whatever they say, why it can't work? One, you sleeping around at a lot of men tells me, one, you de-attach and you attach quickly. So if you are attached to me and I am attached to you, you can de-attach very, very quickly. My security is knowing that you are attached to me emotionally, because I don't know how to do that. I will need you to do that for me. So I need you to initiate attachment so I can follow through. As it pertains to emotional attachment, women do that first. Women have to do that first, right? As it pertains initiation though of relationship and high level, that's men. But it pertains to emotional attachment, that's them. So when I hear a girl says, yeah, she's sleeping around, I'm like, okay, no matter how, it's going to be difficult for you to attach yourself to a man and to say, hey, this is brand new. It's really hard for you to say that. Number two, you will be very difficult to please. Very, very difficult to please. Um, the basic stuff in sex will, like a genuine with a genuine virgin, will keep her on her toes. Versus a girl who's experienced, you have to go above and beyond typically to keep that girl on her toes. So it's like more work is required. No. So um, just simple sliding slide out is not going to work for an experienced one. Mm-mm. A sliding slide out will get a virgin on her toes because she have never experienced it before. So we men don't understand that we can make our girl feel anything, just not boredom. So a girl is who has been going around past on donkey is very hard, is very difficult to pause. It's very difficult to entertain because she has been exena, being all like whatever. Like if you could choose two girls that the exact same thing, one has been in private jets, flown to Monaco, been around rich guys all their life, and one has the best thing she has experienced is Pelican. And they look the exact same personality, all things equal. The one I've been what like as an average nigga, what are you going to do to a girl who has been to Monaco, been to Mars, been to you know Niagara Falls and flying private jets and like what are you going to do to keep her interested that she hasn't experienced before? Right? That's why I saw this clip when this guy was saying that whenever he's on Instagram and he see a girl in a private jet, he just like move on, and he has a private jet because one thing is that to give her experiences is what a man truly wants to do with a woman. But if a girl has all the experiences, what the is he supposed to do? Like what is he supposed to do? What is he supposed to do? Right? So if you have all the experiences already, how can I give you more experiences than the ones you don't have? And how am I going to be confident that you are going to cherish the little I have versus the much you have gotten? You know what I'm saying? The appreciation for small things is going to be difficult if you've been through it, been through everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's three. Number four, why men, why past matters, and why a woman who sleeps around, it's not really desirable for a long term relationship. That is that other guys know what this feels like. You know what I'm saying? One of the prides of having a girlfriend that men have is this: I can have you and no other man can have you in this moment. That in itself gives men so much joy and so much pride. Is the fact that I can have you and nobody can't, right? So the opposite is true. Is that if I'm having you and other people having you, that makes me feel down and less of a man. I don't like the fact I don't like it when I'm here and then I'm with you just to know that we walk in town and we walk past six niggas who know what the inside of you feel like. That's not that's that that takes away my pride. That takes away my pride. So you know what I'm saying? So that is something why guys don't like. I don't like it. However, another interesting question is that a woman who have slept with a lot of women, like lesbian, or she's bi because she's with you. So a woman who sleep with a lot of women compared to a woman who sleep with a lot of men, which one is worse? Um, they both have the negatives, just in different ways. So neither one is actually good. But if I have to choose, I'll choose a woman who sleep with a lot of women. Yeah, I'll choose that 100%. But yeah. So that was five reasons why I couldn't like, and I know for a fact that other guys couldn't be with a woman who sleep with a bag of, like long term relationship, sleep with a lot of men, and reason why the past matters is just because of that. It does follow you. It does follow. No, if I'm gonna say a woman's past follows her, does a man past follows him? And if it does, is that all that bad? I don't think so. I don't think so. I've never. I don't think innocence is celebrated on a woman. Innocence is not celebrated on a man. It is not. It is not. Scars are like are like symbols of experiences and life. You've been there. So a woman, I believe that women see men with scars, but like, okay, you've been there, so I don't have to. That's what scars represent. You've been there, so we don't have to. So that's why I want. That's why women want scars on men. I'm like, okay, cool. So any guy who lives or was brought up in a marriage with his parents living in the same house, you guys are screwed. You guys, you guys need to go leave your guys' parents' house and just get some scars and come back to the dating world, because innocence on a man is weakness. I don't know. I'm just reading these Twitter comments. But it's crazy though. It's really crazy because when I was watching this video, I'm like, yo, this girl actually believed this shit. Like I don't know. I have so many things to say about this because at what point do you say to yourself like, hey, this is not true? Of course your past matters. Of course your past matters. Of course you can't be going around sleeping with the back of men. Of course. And the reverse is true. A man cannot be 30 years old and never tasted or got front. A guy like, do women honestly want a virgin man? Like, do women? The reverse is true. Women don't want virgin men, and men want virgin women. It's that simple. And it works in the balance of the universe. It works. It balances out. I want the one side of the spectrum, you want the other side of the spectrum. So when we're both on the spectrum, it balances out. We both can't want the same thing because we're two different, men and women are different. So woman, you can't say you want a experienced man and then you were yourself experienced and expect him to want it. No, like he's experienced for a reason and you should not be experienced for a reason. It it benefits both parties. It's not about making life easier for the man. It benefits both parties when the woman is not experienced and the man is. It does make a difference. So, does a woman's past matters? Yes, but it shouldn't. But that's how things are. And I want to say thank you for listening to the podcast. I have way more to dive into this topic. So I guess I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.